They were now married, and everything went on well, but one day, and it was the namesake of the day when his father had promised him to the Sea-Maiden, they were sauntering by the side of the loch, and lo and behold, she came and took him away to the loch without leave or asking. The king's daughter was now mournful, tearful, blind sorrowful for her married man. She was always with her eye on the loch. An old soothsayer met her, and she told how it had befallen her married mate. Then he told her the thing to do to save her mate, and that she did. She took her harp to the seashore, and sat and played, and the Sea-Maiden came up to listen, for Sea-Maidens are fonder of music than all other creatures. But when the wife saw the Sea-Maiden she stopped. The Sea-Maiden said, "Play on." But the princess said, "No, not till I see my man again." So the Sea-Maiden put up his head out of the loch. Then the princess played again, and stopped till the Sea-Maiden put him up to the waist. Then the princess played and stopped again, and this time the Sea-Maiden put him all out of the loch. And he called on the falcon and became one and flew on shore. But the Sea-Maiden took the princess, his wife. Sorrowful was each one that was in the town on this night. Her man was mournful, tearful, wandering down and up about the banks of the loch. By day and night, the old soothsayer met him. The soothsayer told him that there is no way of killing the Sea-Maiden but the one way, and this is it. In the island that is in the midst of the loch is the white-footed hind of the slenderest legs and the swiftest step, and though she be caught, there will spring a hoodie out of her, and though the hoodie should be caught, there will spring a trout out of her. But there is an egg in the mouth of the trout, and the soul of the Sea-Maiden is in the egg, and if the egg breaks, she is dead. Now, there was no way of getting to this island, for the Sea-Maiden would sink each boat and raft that would go on the loch. He thought he would try to leap the strait with the black horse, and even so he did. The black horse leapt the strait, he saw the hind, and he led the black dog after her. But when he was on one side of the island, the hind would be on the other side. Oh! Would the black dog if the carcass of flesh were here! No sooner spoke he the word than the grateful dog was at his side, and after the hind he went, and they were not long in bringing her to earth. But he no sooner caught her than a hoodie sprang out of her, with it the falcon grey, of sharpest eye and swiftest wing, were here. No sooner said he this than the falcon was after the hoodie, and she was not long putting her to earth, and as the hoodie fell on the bank of the loch, out of her jumps a trout. "Oh! That thou wert by me now, oh, otter!" No sooner said than the otter was at his side, and out on the loch she leapt, and brings the trout from the midst of the loch. But no sooner was the otter on shore with the trout than the egg came from his mouth. He sprang and he put his foot on it. 'Twas then the Sea-Maiden appeared, and she said, "Break not the egg and ye shall get all you ask. Deliver to me my wife." In the wink of an eye she was by his side. When he got hold of her hand in both his hands, he let his foot down on the egg, and the Sea-Maiden died.